Faber Piano Adventures Level 2B, page 51. The song is called Lazy Chord Blues. In this song we're going to be playing the 1, 4, and 5 chords again, but this time we're going to rearrange those chords to make it easier to play them. Instead of jumping around like we did in chord jumps, we're going to sit in one position and play them. Let me explain. Here's the 1 chord. Here is the 4 chord arranged in a different way. Now let's see how we got that. If you look at these keys, what we've done is taken the top note of the F chord, the 4 chord, the C, and moved it down to the C we were already playing. This is called an inversion. We'll talk more about those later. So here's the C chord, and now we're just going to play an inversion of that chord. Look how easy that was. Then we go back to C. The G7 is now this. And then we go back. So the G7 is a little more complicated on the inversion, so I'm not going to explain it because it will probably take too much time and confuse you. So let's get started with Lazy Chord Blues. The right hand starts on middle C with our 1 finger, and look through the song before you begin. You'll notice there's an E flat in this piece. Have your 3rd finger resting on E flat. The left hand starts in C position, bass C position. Here's middle C, go down to C, pinky. And we're going to be playing dotted quarter notes with the first chords in a lot of these measures, and then an 8th note follows. Listen to that rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Make sure you hold your chords for a beat and a half for your dotted quarters. Now watch as I play Lazy Chord Blues. Did you notice how I went up an octave on that last note? That last note is actually B flat, which looks like it would be this one. But above the note it says 8 VA, which means octave higher. So make sure you move up to the higher B flat. Also, slow down at the end because there's a ritardando, and hold your pedal. There's a pedal at the end. One final note, they want you to write in the chord symbol. So if on the first measure it says the 1 chord. In the second measure, you're going to write in the 4 chord because that's F. And near the bottom, you're going to be writing in the 5 chord, which is the G7. The only other thing that we have to pay close attention to is when we flat a note in a measure, and we see the same note in the same measure, we have to flat it again. It won't have a flat sign in front of it, but because it's in the same measure as the one we flatted before it, we have to still flat it. Remember that rule, otherwise you're going to make a mistake. This concludes Lazy Chord Blues.